Hello. Oh my god. I was slacking. What can I say? If we were watching Twilight, that's just how it be. Well, rather Eclipse, not Twilight. Um. Also, my wig broke. What can I say? You know, it's just how it be sometimes. She's fine. She's good. I don't really have a preference. It's a history of cosplaying men. Yeah, it's not brushed at all. One of the little clippy things in the back busted, so it's really loose. Don't know how I'm gonna fix that because I don't have a sewing machine anymore. But, you know, that's whatever. Where is... Okay. I'm not even remotely set up, but whatever. That's that. Okay. We're getting close. So sorry. Wow. I'm a slacker. And I can't open my water. How am I supposed to do all these voices for all these people whenever I can't even open my water? Yes. It'd be Kirigiri time. Love a detective queen. Now my ear itches. But like, I mean, best girl. Love Kyoko. We decided maybe I want to date Kyoko rather than I want to be Kyoko. Like, the more I think about it, the more I think that must be it. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. Anyways, nobody asked. Let me get these on so I can, oh no. Cat! It's like she sees me put on the headphones and is like, oh, it's time for me to go. I hate that. I just want my cat to love me. But that's fine. If she doesn't love me, she don't love me. Alright. Maybe one day. We'll see. We'll get there. Oh, we gotta show the game. How are you supposed to know what's going on? Why isn't it showing? What is this? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Danganronpa. Ah! All the way in chapter 5. Deadly Life. Also, I apologize if my eyelashes start to come off, but that's on me slacking once again. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain, almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? Whoa, what? And then he screams. And then she screams. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right. It's Nagito. You're in cosplay too? Oh my gosh, who are you cosplaying? He's always messed with us. He's always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. It almost acted like a target, like the design on his shirt. Sorry. Wait. You mean you're cosplaying Nagito? Oh. I got some bad news. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking down at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But in this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. Added a body discovery announcement. Guess he'd be really dead. Oh, you're just on a roll for people who are dead. They're fun people, though. I don't blame you. The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real. The Nagito's really dead? It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed? Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again. Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then... Yep, I'm sorry, my eyelashes feel like they're coming off. This is so bad. I wish I had been better prepared. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I almost didn't even wear them. I think they're still on. I don't even think they're coming off. I think I'm just being, paranoid. Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma Hold it right there! What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up! I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more! I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions. Say something! Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monomi. Monomi? I've been pronouncing her name wrong the whole time, and I don't remember which one's which. You just now noticed? Anyway, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know, you know? What? No fair! You're shutting up too! Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us. Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But... I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right? Huh. Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monomi. Don't fuck with me. We're tired of this too, you know? That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time. Aww, does that mean you guys are getting bored of the school trip? Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end? Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0. 2 days from now. What will happen to us?
The killing school trip will be over.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. That is very true. Except there's not gonna be a wig headache this time, just head scratches because it's barely attached. Oh, and can't forget the ever prominent and long wig. My hair is stuck behind my back, and anytime I move, it gets caught. If this'll finally be over, does that mean we can go home?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that. Right. So, what's again? Alright, the Monokuma file. You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all. Okay, do your best. Hold on. I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there.
My fingers are cold. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right? Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first. Even if we can be home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here. Let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home. It is nice to think that everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. I'm so sorry, guys. It's so irritating. I'm just gonna look into a camera or something real fast, because I gotta make sure that it's at least still on, right? Oh, look at that. It's still on. I'm just going crazy. It might have something to do with the fact that my bangs are an absolute train wreck. Anyways, first we need to look at the Monokuma file. 5/9. Wow. April 28th, that's close to my brother's birthday. Well, not really. It's like 8 days off, but you know. Love that. The victim is Nagito Kameda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That is what the investigation is for. Don't worry, or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything, good and bad about him, is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. But it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What? Look at the palm on his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered? Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... There's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand? What?
So my mom got back to me, and she knows that Miss Julie definitely is not a U.S. citizen, or that she wasn't, that she was in the process of becoming a citizen, but she didn't know she didn't yet.
Just tell him what I said.
Huh.
Whenever we go up there.
Huh.
Hey, I didn't report this person, I'm not trying to conceal them. But
Okay.
I'm just not sure if they're a citizen or not.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also go to sleep. Not now, but like in 2 hours. Go to sleep. Or try. Here. There's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. Yeah, okay. I'd say below the middle joint. I feel like this is upper hand, this is lower hand, but I guess that makes sense. You're right. Why is it only on this part? See? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure. You win. Nagito's death? Yes. There is a death. Like, he's right there. He's pretty dead. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand. Alright, okay. I want to know what the other side of this hand looks like. Ah, okay. I can't look at that. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife! It must be from the military base. Military base? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, It seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand? And then they finished him off with a spear. How cruel! Then, does that mean that the killer went through the trouble of using 2 weapons? A knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all? That is definitely strange. Oh, any early predictions? Well, I think they're doing that normal thing where they set it up so that it looks like it could very easily be one person, and then we're gonna get to the trial and we're gonna be like, it was you, even though it wasn't, and we're just, So, like, I feel like they want us to think it's Sonia, because she was gone for a long time. Like, she was at the military base. And she was missing for up until the fireworks went off. But I think it is self-inflicted. Because he's just so hard. I mean, they couldn't even capture him on their own. Unless he just gave up. But, that is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? I'm still thinking about how it would have worked, like how the spear works. I figured out the knife in the palm, unless the knife is connected to the floor, in which case I don't know. But yeah. A reason they had to use a spear, huh?
I leveled up.
Is it actually a spear? Why would a spear need a flashy ornament? The spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
Oh my! Well, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it?
Huh?
Can I
Yeah?
hot chocolate?
Okay. And no brownies?
Trying to stop. Listen.
Oh, well, if you get a brownie...
Want a brownie?
I mean, I would eat a brownie eventually.
I'll get you a brownie.
Okay.
You want something to drink?
I have water.
Okay, I'm gonna get brownies then. I didn't want to get.
A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nozumi Castle.
What? Nozumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell!
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nozumi Castle. It might be better if I can confirm that later. It would be fantastic if I could speak. The Spear of Gungnir. Eat. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. Jesus Christ, none of them are ever going to be country. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, but they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a grudge towards him, a huge grudge towards him, or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, that's his stomach, really. His chest is much higher up. The other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds, that's what we're calling them. Okay, alright. We got the spear, we got feet, we got left hand. Oh, face. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Jackie moved past Kazuichi and me, and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped off the duct tape. She ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Oh my god. Hey, what are you doing?
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Putting the tape isn't back, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously? What's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should probably remember it. Alright, I guess we're done looking at his body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death, so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Right, okay. I'm more concerned about the Monokuma. Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Hey.
No response! He's dead, Jim! Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal too.
oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? The Monokuma plushie actually looks bigger than Monokuma. Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
I had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami.
That sounds like mon ami. Mon ami?
Mon ami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
Looks like those two annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Let's see, what else have we got? People. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades we used to put that fire out. Well, they weren't actually useful in the end. The fire only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence isn't really all that strange.
There's a lighter, though.
It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here... Ah, an oil lighter! Someone probably wanted to keep warm. It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of, but that's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but this thought was incomplete, but you know, whatever. Okay, I'm curious about these, but you know, whatever. Guess I won't look at them. Just start talking to people. That mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written on the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30. Jesus Christ. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? Ah, it's happening again. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever didn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed. So they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait. None of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This riding school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home? Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire. You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there. Right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. I wonder if it has to do with the string for the spear, because for some reason the spear has a weight on it. Or almost rather a handle. Not really a weight. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay. Oh, everyone's gonna move with me. That's fantastic. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So, maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Now we're gonna remember whenever Akane said she's gonna open the door slowly, and it wouldn't open slowly, so instead she decided to ram her entire body into it because she thought it might be blocked. And everyone was like, no, don't do that. And she ignored them and kicked the door open. Anyways. Could it be? Was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering. These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other, in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
Isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it, but why is this here? Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. Oh my god. Happening. The pain is happening. And I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Tons of CDs. All these CDs. They're all copies of Monikuma's music. They should have been burned too. Oh no, he meant that these should have been burnt too. Is there? Yeah. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other, and apparently they contain Monikuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. What else can I look at here? Oh. Ah, that's not what I meant to press. Okay, guess we're going back to talking to people. It looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set off in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It is all right. It is not a bomb.
Why did you know the bombs were a fake?
Well,
that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my. Do you suspect me? Oh my god. Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus. Shit, you son of a bitch.
Sonia?
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base.
Wait, what?
The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
What?
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. Ah, she's very slow with cussing. Got it. Look at Monami over there. Hiding. Ah! If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean that Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us the real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is, his reason for doing it. Jesus Christ. With this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reasons for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Okay, that's fair. That adds up. I guess we're done looking here, but there's so many things I don't understand.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There's several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas, too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that. Then it's okay if we leave this place? There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Might as well just go to the factory. I mean, it's right here. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Flashback. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks, which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Oh, is this just a truck? It's just a truck again. Oops. It's just all the truck. That's an enormous machine, but it stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Okay. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you'd normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh? If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Stop! There's no bomb! You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you feel is a soft weight of cotton.
You are right. Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
Well, I thought if I kept it quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base, or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. What a jerk. He's a jerk. Breakout room. Anything inside? Nothing on the floor looks like a clue. Alright, right, so that's all here. I don't think there's anything else here. It should just be Nezumi Castle. Oh no, the military base. It looks like there are more trucks here than there were last time, but maybe I'm just going crazy. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
The bombs are gone.
That's the truth. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. That he didn't know they were real. I was a little confused there. Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Damn it. This is a dangerous place. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously? They gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. It's that dreadful helicopter. The one that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ha! Found it! Huh? What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Now I get to look at the survival knife in his hand. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer's someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. I didn't even get a hint from that. Or like a thing. I feel lied to. What?
Is Japan allowed to have military bases?
No, but this is just a random island. I think it's supposed to be in like the Mediterranean Sea. So, you know.
I'm gonna put Lewis's presence under the tree.
I don't remember where I'm supposed to check. I'm pretty sure this is not somewhere I'm supposed to check. In fact, I can't see any reason for me to be here, so I'm gonna leave. Might as well just teleport, though. All right. Let's check out these spears. Sure enough, there's one missing. A spear with a flashy ornament on it. It's hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right? Thought surely I had enough time to eat that thing. Just as I thought. Looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and a knife? Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife. It would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield, but still, they chose a spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito was trying to make us sever even after he died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. I guess I'm not gonna get anything more from the floor then. That's fine. It's fine. We're gonna go the wrong way to get there, but it'll work. It'll work in the end. Oh boy, Monokuma Rock. I'm hoping we can find the password to the ancient ruin in his room, even though I already know it. I am convinced I already know the password to this ancient ruin, and I'm very upset that it won't just let me go, but whatever. Oh, it's a party at Nagito's house, huh? Wow. I'm gonna talk to you, not him.
Hajime. Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too? I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do so while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Maybe the cottage key is computerized? More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? He has a fridge? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden in here as well. Well, obviously, we got an interesting treasure box. I've been looking for you for so long, which means that I probably did miss the other one. That hurts. We're gonna go to the bookshelf before we go to the strange box. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to the books, there's a bunch of random crap stuff on the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to go through that stuff. Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. There's a fridge. Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a fridge. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a fridge in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the fridge out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the fridge was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? That's a good one. That's a good one. Protein powder. Man, how would Sakura feel? Sakura, whatever. They're really making fun of her from all the way over here. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Stop it! If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began to read the warning label on the back of the bottle.
Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. Oh, hello. Thank you for following. I am now 2 away from my goal. I really appreciate it.
Oh my, the gem shark. Really needed the protein powder. Should have used it sooner.
So, it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be in here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like that? That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb? There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. Oh, the octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought it with him from there, too, right? He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? But also, yeah. Right, you said meow. Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me. Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh? It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap? For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't see the emojis very well. I can see them now. Thanks. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? That's unfortunate. Alright, I guess I have to look at this ostentatious box conveniently placed right in the middle of the room, don't I? I was kind of hoping for those the books, but yeah, I mean, a fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be?
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
A treasure box? Chiaki, you know about this? It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside. Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid, not even paying attention to the fact that there's some poison missing somewhere, but like, yeah, sure. I mean, at least I cautiously opened the lid, you know, so the vapors could escape slowly. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings that, if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch.
Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and turned things bad.
Oh, it's gone. Okay, got it. Fair. Yep.
Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? A diary?
Thank you. If you want to come back tomorrow, I'm going to be doing more of this tomorrow. Probably the class trial part, because I think I'm just going to do the investigation today, which means it's going to be a short stream, by the way, and that I got into cosplay for no reason. But it's fine. It's fine. Looks like it. Did Monomi write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the handbook.
Have a good night and sleep well.
I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Huh? Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Hey! Stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook.
Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right?
Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Yeah. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you? So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me. What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us. It's getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Hi, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the stream. It's a trip. What?
That means you're follower number 49, and you know what that means? That means I'm one away from my goal. Ayy.
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me?
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again. Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better if I didn't ask her. Is there more in the treasure box? And Nagito was a thief. Money didn't write in the notebook. No, the notebook doesn't matter. Okay, hello? Our time for investigating is winding down. Oh, the heart-throbbing field trip is just full of heartthrobs. Me and Chiaki, we're going on a little date here. It's called Investigating Our Dead Friend. The best kind of date. I gave her a off-brand Nintendo Switch. Loved it. We went to the supermarket together. Heart-throbbing. And then sometimes heart-stopping, you know, like whenever our friend dies. But, you know, that's just how it happens. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf may take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Oh. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check, just in case. Nagito has porn? With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... Huh? There's something here! It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? That's not what I was expecting. It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed? What did Nagito use this stuff for? The poison? Maybe? Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash? Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Okay, so where are the books? I thought we were looking under the mattress. There's some strange things under it. Aside from that, found that strange thing. Okay. Doesn't it look like... Oh. There's a piece of trash. Jack, you can't tell for sure. Okay. Can we go back to looking through this? A lot of books, mysterious items. The genres and types are all so random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever. They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they know? I definitely don't know that much about Nagito just by looking at this. So, what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Ooh, wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but. So, I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Wait, he has curtains? I have blinds. Okay. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is the other one. That seal! Indeed. It's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Especially if it's a reflection of the soul. Or of a person. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? I don't know. Have you considered opening it? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. The dryer just went off, sorry. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So, that means the rest of it might have been a lie too. The book's thicker than Akane. Oh my god. Might not quite be as curvy, but it's pretty thick. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth, but there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Uh, isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here, too. Nagito was lying. When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Jackie leaned against me and peered into the file. Oh. Hmm. Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but
Again. So what if the name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. Because he used to be hot. What happened? His eyes in the anime, oh my god, they were so pretty. He participated in the Killing School Life at Hope Speak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about Killing School Life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason.
Why is his name highlighted?
Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
Oh, as opposed to another Byakuya. That was dumb. What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Huh. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami? Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the Killing School Life?
Oh, his physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time? But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it? Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that case, compared to other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So, I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Yeah? Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. In distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have already known about the Ultimate Imposter already.
So, in the end, it all leads back to memory loss?
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monomi or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
The fact that there's 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor was. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
Great.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You've wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue. Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
We all know he doesn't have to leave for that. Huh? That chime just now. He's really calling us out. The last class trial. Because nobody else can die in the next 2 days. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial. Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one. But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once? But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. The class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito. Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh? I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together, yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Okay, let's check on our pet real fast, and then I'm going to end, even though this makes it a really, really short stream, and a really long one tomorrow, probably. I should have just kept on going yesterday and went through the investigation, but you know, wait. Pretty sure I saved, but I'm just gonna save again. Anyways, that's just how it be sometimes. And thank you everyone who came by and everyone who followed during this time, because that means that I am almost to my goal, even though the stupid counter is not working. I'll update it, I guess. Try and figure out why it's not working. I'm getting the feeling it only updates whenever I have it open, like have this open. So yeah, but let's see. Was it two new followers this stream? That's really cool. So thank you so much. And come back tomorrow for the class trial. It's on the schedule. It's gonna say that it's Minecraft Monday, but it's not because I'm a liar. Also, these streams are slowly but surely being deleted. They'll be uploaded for 60 days afterwards. But if you check out my YouTube, which might be linked below, might not, I'm uploading all of those there, as well as the Homestuck Reloads. So, okay, so I lied. Right now there's only one of them uploaded, and it's not even in the playlist, but I'm making it there, and that's what's important. So anyways, it will not be a cosplay stream tomorrow. I'm sorry to report that. Oh no! Ah! I can't get it back. But again, thank you everyone for coming and dropping in.